War in Afghanistan has claimed the lives of 3 more Schofield soldiers.
This makes 5 casualties this week for the 25th Infantry Division. Tropic Lightning 3rd Brigade Broncos, and the 10th loss for Schofield so far this year.
24-year-old First Lieutenant Dimitri Del Castillo of Florida and 26-year-old Staff Sergeant Nigel Kelly of California were killed by enemy forces in Kunar province, which is on the border of Afghanistan and Pakistan.
28-year-old Specialist Kevin Hilleman of California was shot in the neck in a separate attack on his unit. The men were in support of a major air assault in the region.
Their passing is devastating to us, like the passing of any soldier, and our hearts go out to the loved ones, the family. We share their grief, and especially this time of year with July 4th coming around, probably the most important of American holidays. You can be sure that they will all be in our hearts, especially during this time.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Paula Akana.
And I'm Laura Yamada. KITV4's Catherine Cruz had a chance to talk with the family of Specialist Kevin Hilleman and joins us with more on his story. Catherine?
Well, you know, Hilleman leaves behind a wife and a 9-year-old son, Ben. This had been the 3rd deployment for the California man who had served twice in Iraq. He had not been in Afghanistan for very long, and his unit was not expected to return until next spring.
Kevin Hilleman's family is struggling to deal with their loss. His wife, Sarah, wanted to share his story. Hilleman joined the Army with a friend, and while they didn't serve together as they had hoped, he had focused on his mission and his family.
He would have done anything to take care of his family, and he did do anything to do it, and that's kind of ultimately why he ended up in Afghanistan.
Described as very charismatic, Hilleman enjoyed spending time with his son Ben, whether it was skateboarding, playing video games, or riding bikes.
He was, kind of a homebody, but loved animals a lot. Was very compassionate and always helping people, helping friends and family, with whatever they needed. He was a really funny person, always making jokes and making people laugh.
His wife said she last saw him just before his unit was deployed in April.
He had the opportunity to not go for a delayed period of time, but he felt it was important to go for us.
Hilleman's body will arrive on U.S. soil tomorrow. The family is planning a service the following weekend in Citrus Heights, California.
And we are just learning more about the death of Lieutenant Dimitri Del Castillo. He was a newlywed who met his wife at the West Point Military Academy. She, too, is serving in Afghanistan and wishes a few miles away when she learned of her husband's death. First Lieutenant Kathleen Pulliam and her husband had only been recently assigned to Schofield. Back to you, Paula.
All right. Thank you very much, Catherine.